certain things that are not accessible to you. That's okay.
The same way that whenever you were younger, there was something that was not accessible to you.
Yeah, but you're like 50 going to the club like every weekend, my nigga. I see some people like that too. Like when I go out once in a blue moon now, and I see niggas in their 50s like, and they look hungry in the club. It's just sad. That's Will Smith to me. He looks hungry.
He's the old nigga in the club.
And you know what's so wild? Will Smith was a legend. He had aura. He's lost everything. And you see him go on these live streams. Oh, it's Will Smith, but it's all like...
You could have been a legend and the young ones wouldn't care. But now the only thing that the young ones have in contact is your failures. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. Is that you can reach a status of legend for us because we grew up with him. So we see him as that. But the young ones are like, okay, so you think he's cool because he was cool. He was that. But on top of that, the young ones, they hear what older people are saying about Will, cool. But what they see is only the failures. It's only the L that they've been seeing. So of course they're gonna be like, yeah, we really don't care.
They didn't only see the failures. They saw his movies. Will Smith, up until like I Am Legend, was just that. He went from the music guy, the TV guy, to the movie guy. And then he fucked it up. But the kids seen his cool stuff. Like they know Will Smith is cool.
Sure.
You know, like take Denzel for example. Denzel still got that aura. If Denzel show up on your stream, that's a big deal.
Yeah, Denzel could do no wrong.
But Denzel carries himself a certain way.
Have you heard about the business about Denzel?
I don't know.
Exactly.
That's my point.
Exactly. He doesn't put his business out there.
All I know is Denzel still got that aura.
He doesn't put his business out there.
I might think he's the same guy in every movie, but I'ma still respect him.
You better. You better.
People got so mad at that take.
Yeah, because that was a shit take.
But anyways, all this to say, yeah, you know, just don't be the old guy in the club. Go home. Don't be a grandfather. You're gonna look way cooler.
Join us at the bar.
Yes.
Join us at the bar.
Seeing an old nigga at a bar with a homie or two drinking whiskey is a million times cooler than seeing him being like, so,
you have to be able to chug some whiskey and slap your... That's the shit.
Anyways, let us know what you guys think in the comments.
Welcome. Your day is now better, and it's all because of me. You're welcome. You're welcome. You could leave a like now, or you could wait, whatever you prefer. But today, we are going to be telling a story that
This shit is getting crazy. Like, y'all thought it was bad yesterday? Well, you could say it's heating up.
Indonesia has seen another day of anti-government protests. They're being fueled by the death of a 21-year-old motorcyclist who was killed when a police armored vehicle ran him over at the site of a demonstration in the capital. In central Jakarta, rioters set fire to a 5-story building near police headquarters, while others torched vehicles and attacked government offices. Demonstrators are angry about what they call lavish perks for lawmakers, rising living costs, and the lack of jobs.
It's only going to get worse because a lot of these developing countries relied on manufacturing jobs from first world countries. And now those manufacturing jobs are getting edged out by automatic machinery. Yeah, this is just going to keep getting worse.
President Subianto has appealed for calm and promised a full investigation.
Gasping for air from tear gas. Paramedics are rushing to get this protester in Jakarta.
It seems to me like this person getting run over, this was like a flashpoint, but it wasn't really the beginning point. It seems like these people have been unhappy for quite a while.
These protests have spiraled out of control. But they started as largely peaceful demonstrations against low wages and lavish perks for lawmakers.
Who pays their electricity bills? Who pays their taxes? We do.
Yeah. That's true.
Within moments, it all turned to mayhem. Bloodied faces and injured bodies strewn across the streets of the Indonesian capital. Protesters set buildings on fire.
God damn, what the fuck?
The police responded with tear gas. And
bro, like, this is insane. Even comparing this to LA, like, LA was nothing compared to this. Like, this is a this is a countrywide crash. It's a national crash out. It's a lot. Police are cooked, yeah.
Water cannons. A desperate attempt to calm the unrest. Then came the moment that shocked the nation. An armored police vehicle, like this one, plowed into a 21-year-old delivery driver, Afan Kurniawan.
Shouldn't have done that.
He wasn't even part of the demonstration, just doing his job when he was hit and run over.
Man,
this
that's sad.
is his funeral.
Their GDP is fake. I think really the problem is that a lot of these countries don't really have any... Like, a lot of their economies are built around other countries giving them money for, like, services. And once that goes away and those countries aren't needing that anymore, then you have the entire economic structure of that area fall apart. Because they don't, like, how do they make money? How are these people going to live these lives whenever they're not being given money but from these other countries? You see what I'm saying? A lot of countries operate this way. They do. And I don't know what's going to happen. With something like this either. It topples quickly, yeah.
Jakartans mourning not just a young man, but a tragedy that has deepened the unrest.
Yeah.
We are very disappointed in all law enforcement agencies,
I bet.
especially the police chief. Please pay attention to this. These drivers are also human. We demand justice for Afan. Those responsible for running him over must be tried fairly and dismissed from their jobs.
Afan's death has ignited national outrage, forcing even the president to break his silence.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, right, make a compilation. Yeah, never understood people say something like that with no level to back it up. Indonesia's a fast-growing economy with low level of unemployment. The issue of the wealthy getting excessive privileges and abuse of power from the government. Well, I mean, I feel like it's definitely, I mean, like, they have the same problem. What I find to be really interesting about this is that I think this is the reason, like, if you look at a country like this, this is probably one of the reasons why America has such a strong two-party system. It's so they avoid having nationwide crash outs like Indonesia's having. Because really, whatever privileges that the people in the Indonesia parliament are having, I bet the people in America's fucking House of Representatives and Senate have even more. So why is it that nobody here is doing the same thing? Well, it's because people are so divided here. And that's, I think, one of the biggest differences is that if you look at the beginning of this video, they said these are anti-government protests. And I think that's one of the big differences between this and what happens in the U.S. is that in the U.S., it's always based off of a political party. You almost never have a protest that is against the government collectively. The closest thing that we had to that was maybe Jeffrey Epstein, and not even that really mattered because people politicized that and they turned it into a partisan issue as well. Your system does that by design. Well, I know that, and it's working as intended. That's my whole point.
Shocked and disappointed by the officers' excessive actions. I have ordered that last night's incident be thoroughly and transparently investigated, and that the officers involved be held accountable.
That's the best you can do.
Anger had been building since President Prabowo took office last year.
The fucking, bro, the One Piece shit is actually real. Like, I remember whenever people were telling me about this yesterday, and I was like, oh, there's no way that's real. But apparently it is, yeah. Is that a good thing in your opinion? I think that it is a bad thing. I think that American politics would be better. Like, basically, this is my conspiracy brain opinion, is that I think that after Occupy Wall Street, Occupy Wall Street was the last concerted, class-based revolt against the ruling political and economic class in America. And obviously it didn't really go anywhere, but I think that after that, there has been basically, I think that, is that a good thing in your opinion? I think that it is a bad thing. I think that American politics would be better. Basically, this is my conspiracy brain opinion, is that I think that after Occupy Wall Street, Occupy Wall Street was the last concerted, class-based revolt against the ruling political and economic class in America. And obviously it didn't really go anywhere, but I think that after that, there has been a deliberate and an intentional effort made to poison pill any type of economic socialism or any type of economic distribution of wealth or economic responsibility that wealthy people have. And they poison pill the groups of people that are advocating for it with identity politics. And so nobody wants to hear or give a fuck about what somebody's saying about wealth inequality when they keep talking about why kids should be able to transition at age 7. That's the problem. So it's like an instant poison pill